Okay, let me go ahead and minimize this. And see if I can get that. Yeah, there it is. Okay, big. Oops, no, not this one. I have to open up this other folder. There we go. Very good. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to go to the 19th quadruple primes. Okay, the 19 quadruple primes are derived from the 19th twin TPC. Remember, I talked about TPCs a long time ago. Okay, TPCs were a long time ago. It was the 90s actually. Okay, I was much younger. So at that time I talked about this and I said a TPC is the composite which is sandwiched between a pair of twin primes. Like you have 5, 6, 7. 5 is a prime, 7 is a prime, 6 is a twin prime companion. Okay, so it's always following those twin primes. So 6 would be a TPC or a twin prime companion. Okay, so that means that if you have a twin prime companion, 6 for example, or 12, all you have to do find those primes that are accompanying this number. All you have to do is just add and subtract 1 from that twin prime companion, and you get a couple of primes which are the twin primes. Okay, so those are, for example, in the case of the 19th one, is 19,422 and 19,428. So if I want to find the quadruple primes that are accompanying these two TPCs, okay, all I have to do is just add 1 and subtract 1. So I'm going to subtract 1 from 19,422. I'm going to get 19,421, and then add 1 to it, 19,423. And for this one, I'm going to get 19,427 and 19,429. Okay. Now look what God. This is amazing. Okay. This is amazing. Now He's going to give us a beacon here. The only prime in the above list having a digital sum of 19 is 19,423. So He gives us a hint. Look at this number and see what you're going to get. Well, when we look at it, the pair which is 23 and 19,427 are called cousin primes. Means they differ by 4, not by 2. The two are twin primes, like 5 and 7, okay? 11 and 13, those are twin primes. Cousin primes are differing by 4, like 13 and 17, 19 and 23. These are called cousin primes, okay? So the only prime, as I said, is having this unique property, has a digital sum 19,423. That means that if I add 1 plus 9 plus 4 plus 2 plus 3, I'm going to get 19. Okay? So, the pair 19,423 and 19,427, as I said, called cousin primes, and their index is 341. What is 341? 341 is 11 times 31. 1131st prime is 9127. Okay? Can you imagine this? This is absolutely mind-boggling. Okay? God insists upon this. And I can tell you a lot more about this, but I just don't have time to do this. But we have to actually look at this and say, oh my God, what is going on? What should I do now when I'm trying to deal with chapter 87? Okay. Should I ignore it? Should I ignore all the information that God has given me there and be exactly the same as I was before? Ignorant? Should I be proud of the day of ignorance, as chapter 48 says? okay, that prefer the days of ignorance to the day of knowledge, day of enlightenment, drop out, go someplace else. Maybe you get better information somehow. Maybe people are going to talk about the daily politics or something, and that actually, it sort of is better for you. It's more palatable to your taste. And we're just, saying the same thing. God is great. Okay? And that is not good. We have to say the old way that they used to say, God is greater. Greater than what? Greater than whatever you can think. Oh, really? Okay? What's your imagination? Is your imagination that big? Okay? So, when you are telling them the truth, they don't like to hear the truth. That's what God says. God says they hate the truth, and they want to run away from this. They want to run away from the message. Okay? The motto of this country is "In God We Trust." Went to Wikipedia again, okay? And I said "In God We Trust." Yes, you went down there, and then it comes to the part about Islam, about the Quran. Okay? This time it doesn't say it's verbatim from the Quran. It doesn't say that. It used to say it. They changed it because they hate the truth. They don't want to say that the phrase which is on the back of the dollar bill, the phrase which is the motto of this country, "In God We Trust," is actually coming verbatim from the Quran. They don't want to say that. So they change it. They think that somehow they're gonna hide God's signs. Okay. So this is how they run away from the truth. So, if any one of you, okay, think that somehow it's better to go ahead and follow falsehood and less knowledge, and again be proud of the day of ignorance. That's exactly what happened. Chapter 48, victory. Victory finally belonged to the believers, ultimately. There's no question about it. Okay? But when they went there, their hearts were filled with the pride of the day of ignorance. If you think that is preferable to what we are talking about every week here, you're more than welcome to go ahead and follow that. But that doesn't have a good end result. The end result is going to be disastrous. And God warns us about it. When you see knowledge, you gravitate towards it. Okay? I'm going to stop here and we'll